Hey folks, today we're tying up a Callibaetis parachute. So if most of your dry fly fishing happens on moving water, then this pattern is your way into a different game. Callibaetis is a lake and pond bug, and fishing a dry on flat water asks a little more of the fly, which is exactly why we're tying it this way as a parachute. So I'll start by securing the thread and wrapping back to the end of the shank. At the tail tie-in point, I'll take a small clump of mallard flank for the tail and tie it in. Then I'll work the thread forward and cover the butt ends. Clip off the excess here. And bring the thread up to the wing post tie-in point. Now for the wing post, and today I'm going to use 3 white CDC feathers, but parapost, turkey flats, or whatever you like will work just as well. I'll secure the CDC with a few light wraps first, that way I can adjust the wings before I bind them down. And then I'll shorten these just a bit. Then I'll keep securing the feathers with tight wraps towards the hook bend. Once they're secure, I'll lift the butt ends and trim them at an angle. Then cover them with thread. Next, I'll stand the CDC up to form the wing post. I work the thread in front of the feathers and build a thread dam to force them vertical. Then I'll make horizontal wraps around the base and work up the post. 6 or 7 wraps before reversing and coming back down. You want these wraps as tight as possible, but ease off the tension as you go up the wing post, or else the thread will jump over the post and you'll lose the wrap. Now I'll tie in my prepared grizzly hackle with a single wrap, lining up the base of the hackle with the top of the thread on the post. And once it's aligned, I secure it with vertical wraps up and back down the post. Then a few more to lock it in. First though, I'll snip off this excess quill. Then I'll take the thread back down toward the bend, stopping just short of the tailing point, ready to dub the body. Now I'll prepare my dubbing noodle. I'm using a gray dubbing here, kind of an Adam's gray. I've left some bare thread ahead of the dubbing so I can make a few wraps before it reaches the hook. And if I judged it right, the dubbing hits the hook right at the tailing point. Like that. Then I'll work the noodle forward to build the body. Overlapping is needed for a tapered profile. At the thorax, I'll redub with a slightly darker gray and build it up a little bulbous. Then I'll form a head and whip finish. And that completes the horizontal part. Now I'll reorient the fly vertically and wrap the parachute hackle. I reattach the thread at the top of the post and wrap down the base to the hook. And clip the thread tag. Then I secure the hackle in my pliers and begin wrapping down the base. I want these snug, so I support the CDC with my free hand to keep the tension on the hackle. And make a couple thread wraps around the base to lock the feather in, trying not to trap any of the hackle fibers. Then I sneak my scissors in and clip the excess. And lastly, I'll apply a bit of water-based head cement on the thread and whip finish around the base of the post. And there we have it, a Callibaetis parachute. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.